So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to start fresh, creating a new LibGuide. And when I log in, this is typically what I see. If you don't see this box with the LibGuide shortcuts, you are probably logged in to LibApps, if that's what you see here, if you just see kind of our site domain. So in that case, what you'll do is go to this blue drop-down menu and go back to LibGuides. And that should take you here. So for the purpose of this video, as I said, I'm creating a new guide. If I was editing an existing guide, I would use this drop menu, but I'm going to start fresh. So there's several options here when you're creating a new guide. You can use a layout or copy from an existing guide. I have only done this when I'm copying my own content from a previous institution. You almost always start fresh for me personally. But if you want to reuse something else, that's certainly fine too. Obviously, giving your name a guide is very important. So I'm going to name mine dinosaurs because that's going to be the topic of my guide for this. You can add a guide description. That's not terribly important. Guide type, again, not super crucial. But there are some different options. General purpose, as the name would suggest, would just be a general guide. Course guide would be for a specific class. Subject and topic are kind of similar. I think of it as subject would be like an area of study, like English language arts or U.S. history, whereas topic guide would be a little bit more specific. So that might be like World War II, little bit more specific under like world history, U.S. history, something like that. And then internal and template guide, we would rarely use. Those would be for our own purposes, not necessarily something for the public. Assigning to a group, this one is pretty important, and I have put in a variety of options here, but 95% of the time, all you're going to want to do is choose your phase level. So high school, middle school, primary, or Wentworth, the elementary school. There are some other subject-specific headings here like U.S. history, news literacy, and there's also just a general district group as well. And if you don't assign it to a group, it will go to a district default. So for this purpose, I'm going to leave mine blank. You can change this later, but most of the time you're going to just want to choose whatever your phase level is. Don't need to put a password on it. Share content. I usually share mine with the community. That would be the broader sort of Spring Share LibGuides community. Internal would just be with us. And then no would be nobody else can see this or use it while I'm working on it. So I'm just going to leave it like that and hit Create Guide. So this is what it looks like when you first start. A blank page, both very exciting and anxiety inducing. So there's a few things I do to start, which I'm going to get to in the next video.